And as everyone knows, we're doing BP claims, a substantial number of BP claims, and there's one category that time is running out for very, very quickly, January 22nd. And so if there's any commercial fishermen that have not filed a claim, and this includes, vessel owners, lessees, commercial fishing captains who are, have a home port here in Charlotte County and fish for oysters or mullet or blue crabs or any other seafood, you need to get your claim in if you haven't already done it by January 22nd. And a lot of these folks don't know, because I don't think their lawyers are telling them, that these commercial fishermen can make a claim to the Seafood Compensation Programs claim in addition to the business economic loss claim. So there's two ways to go, two claims, but the claim for the Seafood Compensation those Seafood Compensation Program claims, the window is closing the 22nd. So if you're going to make that claim, and you should if you're a commercial fisherman and fit within the description that I just mentioned, you need to get in to see us right away. We're going to need trip tickets, tax information, licenses, and potentially affidavits as to your business, but you are very rapidly running out of time. We're doing a huge number of BP claims now.
How's the response been from BP?
Well, it's been interesting, and the time period for them cutting checks is fast approaching on some of the claims that have been submitted. Several of them, they've quibbled with the numbers that have been submitted, and we've had to appeal and resubmit the numbers and fight with them. But I think generally, the response is going to be favorable. I think most of these claims, if we've got sufficient economic backup, and we're working with accountants in that respect, that most of these claims are going to be paid. Now, one of the things that I mentioned on previous shows is that there was some thought that the federal judge administering this program in Louisiana would throw out and void some of the releases that were signed, particularly by charter fishing captains, but a lot of people took the easy money on the front end of this thing, realtors, charter fishing captains, some business people, and signed a release. And there was some hope that those releases would be found to be invalid, void, because people were negotiating and bargaining their rights away without really understanding the extent of the damage that had been caused by BP. I'm much less optimistic now that those releases are going to be thrown out. It appears that the court is not going to reopen those releases. Is not going to allow those folks another bite at the apple. There may still be a 1 or 2% chance that that's going to happen, and if it does, I'll be on the air telling people immediately. But it looks like in some of the recent rulings by the court enforcing the settlement agreement, it doesn't appear, Jeff, that that's going to happen, which is unfortunate, because Chris knows so many charter fishing captains that, for good reason at the time, picked the low-hanging fruit, but that they could have done so much better if they had waited and become part of this process. Now we're going to get these multipliers. Who was to know? No one knew that this was coming down the road later. But again, a word to the wise for the commercial guys: if you haven't made a claim under both programs, you're running out of time.
Seriously late.
Seriously late. So that's my BP update.
All right, right now we're going to take a quick break. We'll have our final look at weather and traffic this morning on this Tuesday, January the 8th, 2013.